It's Wednesday night and it is time for some amazing FIFA action. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the eISL Season 2 brought to you by Notwin Gaming. My name is Fix. I'll be your host tonight, joined along with TT. And yesterday we did have two games, but this time we are back with our normal schedule. So, three beautiful matchups on the way. But before we get the show started, how are you doing, bud?
आई एम वेरी गुड एंड वेरी एक्साइटेड एज वेल क्योंकि कल के दिन के जिस तरीके से मैचेस गए थे हाँ कल थोड़ा सा एक तरफा काइंड ऑफ कह सकते हैं क्योंकि शुरुआती में लाइक कल के जो दोनों ही गेम्स थे वो हम लोगों को फर्स्ट टू मैचेस के अंदर पता चल गया था कि जो मैच है वो किस तरफ जाने वाली है फिर पॉइंट्स किस तरफ जाएंगे बट आई डोंट थिंक कि आज वो चीज़ होने वाला है क्योंकि आज जो मैचअप्स है वो बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग है एंड स्पेशली जमशेदपुर की अगर बात किया जाए उनके पास एक मौका है कि वो आज रिवेंज ले वो बाउंस बैक करे क्योंकि कल वो उनसे हो नहीं पाया था उतना अच्छे तरीके से या फिर जो भी गलतियां उनकी तरफ से हो रहा था उसको ठीक करने का आज प्रॉपर मौका है.
I think the opponents were also pretty tough, but we'll talk about the matchups later on. Let's take a quick look at the format for all our new viewers who have just tuned into the broadcast and are wondering what it is. So it's the eISL that we're talking about, the electronic version of the real ISL. So as you can see, we are going through with the league stages right from 28th February till the 26th of April. Then onwards, from the 11 clubs, we'll have just 6 clubs qualifying for the playoffs, and whoever is the winner, both the players from the championship team get to play the FGS 2023 play-in tournament and a chance to represent the Indian flag abroad, of course. But what are these players fighting for? Of course, the bragging rights and the moolah that is involved. It's a whooping 33 lakh we're talking about, out of which the first position gets 4.5 lakhs, the second gets 2 lakhs, and the third and fourth they share 75,000 respectively.
या एंड उसी के साथ जो इसके पहले हम लोग फॉर्मेट में देखे कि एफजीएस पे सीट मिलेगा आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि वो एक बहुत बिग अपॉर्चुनिटी होने वाला है हर एक प्लेयर के लिए क्योंकि देखिए अभी के लिए तो सबके सब प्लेयर्स रेस में है सो उनमें से ही किसी न किसी को मिलने वाला है सो बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा एक बिग अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होने वाला है सो देखते हैं किस तरीके से खेलेंगे. बाय द वे इस सीजन के अंदर हम लोगों को काफ़ी अच्छे अच्छे गेम्स अभी तक देखने के लिए मिले हैं. बहुत सारे क्लब्स जो है वो रिकवर करते हुए दिख रहे हैं जो शुरुआत हो सकता है उतना खास नहीं गया था बट बहुत सारे क्लब्स ऐसे भी है जो शुरुआत काफ़ी अच्छे किए थे फिर उसके बाद थोड़ा सा डाउनफॉल जा रहा है. सो ये सब चीज़ जो है वो अभी देखना होगा.
जी हाँ, I mean, एक बार नजर भी डाल लेते हैं हमारे लीडर बोर्ड पे क्यों ना, because FC Goa, I think they have been the flawless team. They have won all 3 of their games, and next up we've got Mumbai City FC and then Bengaluru FC also. We can still keep Bengaluru FC in the race considering the fact that they've just played 3 games. So Mumbai City FC really needs to watch out, but things are looking really bad for the teams that are down right at the bottom of the table. But now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick look at the schedule and see what are the matchups that we have for you tonight. So 3 games tonight, and we begin with Northeast United FC going up against Jamshedpur FC. Then our second matchup would be Hyderabad FC going up against FC Goa. Now this is one of those matches that I really want to see. And to end the night, we will have Odisha FC taking on Mumbai City FC. So that is also going to be really important for Odisha. They need to start winning or at least start drawing their games. But for now, let's take a look at the first matchup that we have. Who's going to go up against who in our first matchup? Northeast United FC and Jamshedpur FC. So DK, there's a change in order. He is going to take on Sharansh. And then we've got Imad going up against Arvind. Now that is going to be a very well contested matchup. Now DK yesterday did manage to win his individual game, but then again, things did not work out as they pretty much had lost the game up until then. So today he would be looking to go get off with a good start. Ideally, TT, we both know that Saransh somehow is the favorite, but we have also seen surprises, right?
Yeah. फॉर श्योर बट एक चीज जरूर देखना होगा जमशेदपुर एफसी की तरफ से बैक टू बैक हम लोग उनके लिए टफ फिक्चर्स नजर आए हैं. कल के दिन में भी बेंगलुरु एफसी के साथ था. आज नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड जो लाइक फॉर्मर चैंपियन कहने की कह सकते हैं जो अभी खेलने वाले हैं. सो बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा इधर एक टेंशन का माहौल ऑब्वियसली रहेगा जमशेदपुर के लिए, लेकिन अगर फर्स्ट मैच इधर देखे निकल लेते हैं, लाइक कुछ भी करके, लाइक वो अगर ड्रॉ भी निकलता है, मुझे लगता है कि उससे कॉन्फिडेंस काफी ज्यादा इंक्रीज होगा, एंड वो कॉन्फिडेंस की जरूरत है, क्योंकि कल जिस तरीके से गेम एंड हुआ था, वो मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा सा रिकवर करने की जरूरत है। और अगर हम लोग एंडिंग की भी बात करें, एकदम लास्ट गेम की भी, तो उस पे भी मुझे लगा नहीं था कि साग्निक जो है वो उतना ज्यादा इफेक्टिवली गोल स्कोर करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे। हालांकि कोशिश कर रहे थे, बट उतना ज्यादा इफेक्टिव नहीं थे। तो आज देखना होगा किस तरीके से डीके जो शुरू करते हैं।
Yeah, nothing taken away from DK. You know, he was clearly, we saw him sweating it out. He was giving his best. But
Yeah.
Shagnik, there were multiple moments where we felt that, he just wanted to create something really, something really beautiful. A goal where he would, perform 2, 3 skill moves in chain and then take a shot maybe. In simple words, he was not try hard. So that was there. But yes, DK's free kick, that is something that nobody's going to forget for a long, long time. I mean, especially UTT, because it was with your favorite player, Lionel Messi. So that's a story for another day. And yes, looking forward to this matchup. Saranch, after that, loss against Charanjot, last time when they faced off against each other, he's come back really strong, really hard, right? He knows he's the defending champion and he has to play like one. And when you've got a teammate like Imad in your squad, so what do you have to worry about? Now, Imad is a very sweet player. He's given the title of being the chocolate boy of the eISL and always has that very chill mentality, right? No matter what the circumstances is, you will never see this player, worried or making any frowny gestures or anything. He's pretty laid back. What he's gonna do is just like this. Yeah, this is just a match. I'm scoring goals for fun, and this is what he does. And taking a look back at the previous eISL seasons, some of the best goals were scored by Imad. So we are hoping that he does something like that today as well. But it's going to be difficult because he's also going up against a formidable opponent like Arvind.
जी हाँ, एंड कल के दिन पे जिस तरीके से उनको लॉस मिला था, एंड ऑब्वियसली चरणजोत जिस तरीके से खेल रहे थे, शुरुआत तो काफी अच्छा था। फर्स्ट हाफ की अगर बात करें, अरविंद का बहुत अच्छा गया था, बट जो सेकंड हाफ अरविंद के लिए उतना ज्यादा सही नहीं गया। सेकंड हाफ पे जो सेकंड गोल उन्होंने कंसीड किया, उसके बाद से मानो कि उनका जो पूरा डिफेंस था वो तितर बितर हो गया। फिर जो फॉर्मेशन था, जो स्ट्रक्चर था, वो टूट गया था। और एक टाइम में तो हम लोग ये भी देख रहे थे कि चरणजोत के एम्बापे दौड़ रहे और उनका पूरा डिफेंस उनके पीछे दौड़ रहा है, कोई भी नहीं था। तो वो सब जो चीज़ है, वो सब चीज़ें आई थिंक आज नहीं होने वाला। आज एकदम चिल्ड वे पे खेलेंगे। बट ऑन द अदर हैंड, इमाद की अगर बात करें, उनके जो वो लॉन्ग बॉल से कब निकाल देते हैं वो समझ पाना थोड़ा सा टफ होता है। तो उतना इजी किसी के लिए भी नहीं होगा। बट आई थिंक इस मैच पे मेरा अगर प्रेडिक्शन आप पूछोगे तो मैं तो जाऊंगा नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड के साथ, क्योंकि सारांश एंड इमाद थोड़ा सा बेहतर केमिस्ट्री के साथ आते हैं। एंड मुझे लगता है कि उनका जो कोऑप मैच होगा वो भी एक डिसाइडर हो सकता है आज के दिन।
I mean, of course, Northeast United FC, they're pretty much the favorites. But you know what? I kind of like the underdog story over here. I think I would want to be a little bit inclined towards Jamshedpur FC because I feel after that loss yesterday, Arvind has, something hiding under his belt, right? He's just going to pop off tonight. And same goes with DK. And the curse has been, of course, lifted. And the curse has transferred to Bhagya, who's had a really tough time. We talk about that also, but there you see, Ginola, I think, has been upgraded, and this time on that left midfield position, the 92 Ginola. The game has already begun. Northeast United FC from left to right against Jamshedpur FC from right to left, and Saranch has already started off. Wants to maintain as much possession, and in fact, wanting to cause no delay. And directly showed intent for the goal, but DK was like, hey, you're not getting away so quickly. So right now, I think it's going to be an interesting battle because KDB is also being used, just needs to beat Maldini there, and was unable to, kind of was shaken off a little bit. I felt, DK, had he gone for a skill move over there, maybe Bob, something like a roulette or something could have really worked out. But so far, it's been an even matchup. It's just begun.
यस, एक डेंजरस मूव हो सकता था, बाय द वे ऑफसाइड था मोस्ट प्रोबेबली। एंड देखिए, अभी तक अगर देखा जाए, डीके को जस्ट एक टाइम चाहिए, वो जिधर थोड़ा सा अपने पास बॉल रख पाए एंड वो रिकवर कर जाएंगे। बट अभी तक वो मौका नहीं दिया गया है। लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे रोनाल्डिनियो, पूरा खाली थे, बेहतरीन पास था, बट कोई भी आसपास मौजूद नहीं थे, दैट्स व्हाई इधर मौका नहीं बना। बट इस बार एम्बापे,
हो।
ये कोर्टोआ को यूज किया जा रहा है, एंड ये जरूरी भी है क्योंकि
नो
अभी जब है आपके पास अच्छा कार्ड, बट मेसी बीच में से इंटरसेप्ट करते हुए।
All right, so it's just a game of interceptions over here. Just taking the ball away, possessions are being stolen, and the players really need to look out for an interesting choice. I mean, going for Courtois, it's a team of the year goalkeeper, but a lot of pundits have not really liked it, and let's see how DK is gonna benefit or take losses, because again, Saransh, you have to watch out for him. Such a deadly player. Now look at his build-up with Ruud Gullit. Had he beaten through Eder Militao, I think with Ruud Gullit he could have easily taken a shot and could have been a goal.
जी हाँ, पॉसिबिलिटीज तो था, बट चिनोला को आज यूज किया जा रहा है, उससे मुझे बहुत मजा आ रहा है क्योंकि चिनोला, ओह माय गॉड, टुवर्ड्स मेसी, मेसी का फिनिश, जमशेदपुर एफसी, व्हाट अ गोल। लियोनेल मेसी के साथ ये सब तो होता रहता है, नो, बट जिस तरीके से इधर राइट कॉर्नर पे फिनिश किया गया, लाजवाब।
I think even more beautiful was the pass given to Messi, and Saransh, he could just not process what had hit him, and suddenly he was a goal down, and now he wants to make a comeback, and he does. Oh, Saransh, you cannot keep this man away from not scoring goals, can you? And just when we were thinking that maybe Jamshedpur FC, this could be the day, it's suddenly equalized. DK cannot smile even for a minute longer, and now he's got to grind it back again, score one more. And Saransh, he's kind of woken up. I don't know if he's gonna let it happen, but a beautiful pass by KDB with R9. Wanted to try a direct shot on goal, but Virgil van Dijk for the rescue. Now we've got to see how Saransh builds up the play, because not a lot of his men are ahead. Does have a few passing options, but again using that blistering pace with Mbappe. Wanted to goal roll and then give a cutback, but wasn't also possible over there. As a result of which, Jamshedpur FC live to fight yet another day.
चिनोला प्रॉपर्ली देखिए, बॉल कंट्रोल जो है वो जरूरी है, बहुत कितना जल्दी इधर सारांश ने इक्वलाइज किया, उसके बाद से एक ही कोशिश था, लेकिन जो आखिरी प्लेयर माल्डिनी थे उनको बीट नहीं कर पाए, एंड बहुत ही ज्यादा एंड टू एंड गेम चलता हुआ, मिडफील्ड के ऊपर टाइम ज्यादा बिताने की कोशिश भी नहीं कर रहे इधर प्लेयर्स, सिर्फ यही कोशिश है कि आगे अगर पास खिलाने का अपॉर्चुनिटी है तो खिला दो, एंड वही चीज बैक टू बैक चलता हुआ टुवर्ड्स मेसी, R9 टू एम्बापे, लेकिन इस बार मौजूद थे एडर मिलिटाओ, बट कल के वो ओन गोल के बाद एडर मिलिटाओ शायद बहुत लोग यूज करना छोड़ दिए थे, बट अभी भी यूज किया जा रहा है। रोडोलीप तो फाइनली इधर जाके जो गेम का पेस है थोड़ा डाउन जरूर हुआ था, बात कर ही रहे थे उसी को लेके, बट हकीमी फ्रॉम द राइट साइड, बट केविन डे ब्रुयना, अभी तक वो हम लोग को लॉन्ग शॉट्स उतने देखे नहीं है, हम लोग उतने शॉट्स नहीं दिया गया इस पूरे इंटायर सीजन पे, शायद 2 देखने के लिए मिला था, एंड उससे ज्यादा हम लोगों को नहीं दिखा है, तो कब लेना शुरू करेंगे वो देखना होगा, क्योंकि जितने भी प्लेयर्स हैं उनके पास कैपेबिलिटी तो है कि वो इधर से लॉन्ग शॉट ले पाए।
I think yesterday we saw Maldini taking a Trivela, and it just hit the crossbar. But right now R9, he's got pace, got a few men to pass, and could potentially give it away, and he did. In fact, Messi to Ruud Gullit, and Saransh has been playing a lot from that center. Went with that roulette, but was considerably offside in that situation. So Saransh has got to be a little careful. So far, I mean, the game's been a little end to end, but Saransh has been on the greener side. He's been creating a lot of chances, and like you said, TT, I completely agree with what you just said. That a lot of these players have been kind of shying away from taking those long shots. We haven't seen those German crosses also come into the game, at least in this one right now. Yesterday we saw a
Hmm.
few, and goals were scored. But today it's all about just trying to make those through passes happen. And this time KDB, all right, he's got two defenders, and then room for Ruud Gullit, and he takes a shot and wanted to
Hmm.
replicate that, but was not a green timed one. As a result of which, will be an easy save for Van der Sar.
हाँ, देखिए आज बहुत ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंट नज़र आ रहे हैं। कल के दिन पे वो जो जीत था वो इनके कॉन्फिडेंस को काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंक्रीज़ किया है। एंड जिस तरीके से वो खेल रहे हैं, जिस तरीके से टक्कर दे रहे हैं, बहुत ज़रूरी था कॉन्फिडेंस वापस आना। केविन डे ब्रुयना टू एम्बापे, वाओ व्हाट अ स्किल मूव विद अ शॉट एंड राइट साइड पे फिनिश करेंगे। जेके विद एम्बापे डांस करते करते एंड ऑब्वियसली उनके रिदम पे ओपोनेंट को डांस कराते कराते गोल स्कोर किए। एंड हाफ टाइम के पहले लीड लेके खत्म करेंगे पहले हाफ को। व्हाट अ गोल! लाइक कुछ इस तरीके का अगर आप इंडिविजुअल गेम दिखा सको तो ऑटोमेटिकली जो ओपोनेंट प्लेयर है उनके ऊपर प्रेशर आ जाता है।
DK is the player who can, create chances like this, who can score from chances like this. And he's one of those players who's been making those fearless attempts on goal. Does not want a lot of room, does not want a lot of space. He knows he's got the right player on the ball. He takes a shot, and this time, this was something really magical. And I know we have got a potential contender for this week's goal of the week, right? And what a beautiful one was that. And like we said, the game is very even, end to end. Saransh was creating a lot of chances, but Jamshedpur FC's TK, he had something magical. And we were expecting things like this. This is eISL, right? Where you kind of expect surprising plays, and when you anticipate that, yes, this is going to be a walk in the park for Saransh, and DK is like, hold on, I've got to show everything that I've got. And he knows that every single time he's got to play on his toes. He cannot let even a single moment where his defense goes loose, because we know if he gives such chances like that, Saransh is ought to score. But the second half has finally begun. This time, Jamshedpur FC, they'll be the ones kicking off the ball, and DK, he needs to score a few more. And for Saransh, I think this is where he realizes the gravity of the situation. He understands that he just can't, have those temporary moment of lapses on his defense. And again, a beautiful run for Messi. Goes for a chip shot. Still has a chance on goal. And round 9, almost he had received it, but oh, I do not know how Saransh walked out of that alive.
इधर डिके अनलकी थे या फिर सरांश लकी थे, समझ में नहीं आया। बट या जो भी था अच्छा था। ये सिचुएशन जिस तरीके से लाइक गोल हुआ, आप गोलकीपर को देख सकते हैं, कोर तो जस्ट लेफ्ट बार पोस्ट के आसपास रुके थे एंड देख रहे थे राइट साइड से जा रहा है। वो देखो परिंदा अंदर चला गया गोल का। सो कुछ उस तरीके का गोल था। माय गॉड।
TT, sorry to cut you off over there. Ignore everybody. You should have seen DK's reaction. And he knew the moment in that space where he scored, I was like, here we go again. And Saransh is a player like that, right? You cannot afford. And this was a moment where DK's defense was kind of all over the place. So much room was given, but now DK has a good chance, and he could actually follow it up with another. But no, Maldini for the rescue. And DK has got this such a bad tendency. Every single time he's taking a chance at goal, or maybe he's scoring a goal, he concedes one instantly. And that is something that he needs to really look out for, because Saransh has not just punished him once but twice already.
या बट डीके को भी मौका मिला था, एक बार फिर से शॉट लिया गया सरांश की तरफ से। बट कोर्तुआ सही पोजीशन पे थे, इसी वजह से बचा लिए, नहीं तो पिछली बार की तरह होता तो फिर से एक गोल आ सकता था। बट बहुत दिनों के बाद एक लॉन्ग कॉर्नर, लेकिन जो प्रेशर था वो थोड़ा ज्यादा लिया गया था। ये ऐसा हो सकता है इस पूरे सीजन में पहला लॉन्ग कॉर्नर हम लोगों को देखने के लिए मिला भी।
Oh God. But you know one thing, DK is relying on those driven throughs and these you know defense splitting through passes a lot, and completely utilizing Messi or Mbappe, whoever is the one on the run, and he's making good plays out of it. But for Saranj, we have seen a very composed player. He still knows it's equalized, it's evened up. A German cross being delivered towards R9. He has got to score. Takes the shot. This time, did not want to time the shot. Was quite confident would make it. Last time also took a shot with Ronaldinho. That was also not green time. So this time did not opt for that. And still, you know, pressing on with the attack. This time has gotten his right back quite up ahead with Hakimi. Passing on to R9 towards De Bruyne. DK, he's got two defenders trying to go for the ball, but has now taken the possession away. And we've seen multiple of those occasions. The left back was open, and that is exactly where DK wanted to make the pass towards Theo Hernandez. But Saranj read him like an open book over there.
एंड वही चीज की वजह से डीके अभी भी 2 गोल स्कोर करने के बावजूद सेम पोजीशन पे एक और मौका बन तो रहा था, लेकिन वो उतना क्लिनिकल नहीं था। जो पासेस था वो भी थोड़ा क्लोज हो गया, दैट्स व्हाई बॉल छीनने में आसानी हुआ। बट सारांश एक बार फिर से अटैक पे जाते हुए राइट साइड से ऑलरेडी हकीमी चढ़ चुके हैं, बट कैप्टेविया टुवर्ड्स रोनाल्डो टू रोडुलीत। रोनाल्डिनियो बहुत ही ज्यादा सही पोजीशन पे ये बॉल मिल जरूर गया था, लेकिन 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 वो फिनिश नहीं हो पाया, एंड ये भी फिनिश नहीं हो पाया। सो सब मिला के अगर देखा जाए तो सिचुएशन 2-2 अभी के लिए। तो बाद में देखते हैं रिजल्ट क्या आता है।
Yeah, and here we go again. And we'll again, apologies. And you know, this has become a custom. We might sound like broken records, but this is again one of those issues that we've been trying to fix a lot in the back end, but seems like there's some problem with the game, and our production is going to be giving us the results pretty soon. But this was one of those games that I really did not want to miss, because we were on our way, TT, to find who's going to be scoring that winner, and it was looking so exciting, so end to end, and suddenly it all gets foiled away. And this is a beautiful start, especially for what we have seen. DK was one of those players who was trying to defend a lot and lot. He was scoring goals in between, but his only problem has been that the moment he scores a goal or he creates a good chance, Saranj has been so devastating on that counter attack. And suddenly we see DK's defense completely opened up. There's nothing to save his soul, and had conceded 2 goals, which I felt could have been avoided, and DK even knows that. This was a game where he could have actually, you know, gone on to win, and this would be such a sucker punch if Saranj scores a winner. And Saranj, we know he's a player of such caliber that you give him an opening, he is bound to strike. And there were so many chances that Saranj was creating, and DK did show some signs of defense, but those moments where he succeeded, I think that's going to haunt him.
या एंड ओवरऑल अगर सारांश के गेम की भी अगर हम लोग बात करें तो सारांश एक चीज बार बार कोशिश यही कर रहे थे, वो थ्रू बॉल्स तभी खिला रहे थे जब कोई प्लेयर उनको चेज नहीं कर रहा था, या फिर कर भी रहा तो बहुत क्लोज था, क्लोज नहीं था उस टाइम पे। लेकिन जो आखिरी 2-3 चांस हुआ उधर रेडी उस टाइम पे, उनकी तरफ से कोशिश यही था कि रोडुलीत के साथ बॉल को थोड़ा सा होल्ड करे मिडफील्ड के ऊपर, ताकि राइट साइड से हकीमी चल रहे थे, उन्हीं के साथ साथ हम लोगों को देखने के लिए मिला था रोनाल्डिनियो भी चले गए थे, लेफ्ट साइड से हर्नांड लाइक कैप्टेविया वो भी पहुंच गए थे। तो मेनली सारांश का यही रहता है आइडिया कि जितने भी उनके प्लेयर्स हैं या फिर फुल बैक्स हैं वो पहले चढ़ जाए, फिर उसके बाद जाके हम लोग पास करेंगे या फिर जो पास दिया जाएगा, ताकि जो अटैकिंग थर्ड है उसके ऊपर भी पासिंग ऑप्शन बने रहे। बट ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं इधर डिके की, तो उनके तरह से हम लोग को जिस तरीके का सिचुएशन बनता हुआ दिखा है वो इंडिविजुअल प्लेयर के ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा रिलाई कर रहे हैं, एंड जिसके वजह से जो बाकी के प्लेयर्स हैं जब वो अटैक ज्वाइन करने के लिए आते हैं उसी के बीच में वो ऑलरेडी अप्रोच कर लेते हैं, ऑलरेडी वो शॉट ले लेते हैं, तो जो डिफेंडिंग प्लेयर्स हैं वो मिडफील्ड पे आके रुक जाते हैं, और उसी टाइम पे एक प्रॉपर मौका मिलता है सारांश को कि वो काउंटर पे चले जाए एंड उधर से गोल स्कोर कर ले। तो कुछ इस तरीके का सिचुएशन था जिसको बार बार किया जा रहा था, बट आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि डीके चांस तो बहुत अच्छे क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन थोड़ा सा टाइम लेने की जरूरत है. वो अगर लेंगे तो प्रॉपरली एक आउटकम निकल के आएगा.
Yeah, I think Saranj towards the beginning of the second half had started to become really crafty. There were few chances where he even went for a German cross. If you would have seen, had gotten his Theo Hernandez a little ahead and then went. I think R9 was the one who received it. So Saranj had started getting into his own zone where he was thinking that yes, I need to take control over this game. This is where I'm trying those normal box-to-box strats that they're clearly not working. DK is prepared for my through balls. So he wanted to invent a few other things and he wanted to go around, just play a bit. And it never looked for a moment, before you come into the game, you would think that yes, this could be Sharanch's game, has his name or written all over it. But it was DK who scored the opener. He was the one, even after the equalizer, he scored the second one. But those moments where he was pretty lousy on his defenses over there, and you could see the frustration also on his face, because this was such a golden opportunity. Not every day you come in and you beat a player like Saranch, who's not just one of the best players in the country but also in the region. Goes with the likes of CJ and one of the big fours, you can call them in the Indian FIFA community, right? So defeating such a player would have been such a huge morale booster, not just for DK but for the entire club, Jamshedpur FC, because then maybe Arvind could have just manifested that power, and we have seen Arvind taking down a player like Adi Zima. I think the scoreline was 5-1. And yesterday, what happened to him? Well, that is something that he would like to forget. But he's kind of wounded. He realized that he had made a few mess ups. But moving into the second game, that is where I would love to see what goes on and what happens, right? Because that is a game where Jamshedpur FC are really strong on the co-ops. But for now, the highlights of the game. Look at that. Look at how beautifully he read that pass towards Messi and who went on the Kameyama finish. But right after, he did not have even a moment to breathe, where he had already conceded his goals. In those moments, look at this. Look at moments like this, where even Saranj, he was just trying to figure out what DK is doing. Multiple times he was just waiting and going through and scoring goals. But this is again, DK tried to create a chance, and then suddenly you see that Saranj has taken the possession away, and he's starting to build up on yet another goal.
या एंड वही चीज हुआ कि बैक टू बैक जितने भी अटैक्स इधर क्रिएट हुआ, उस पे बहुत शानदार तरीके से कैपिटलाइज करते हुए दिखे. एंड स्पेशली जो इनके डिफेंस थे वो थोड़ा सा लाइक मैन मार्क नहीं कर पाए थे आखिरी गोल पे. इधर एम्बापे के ऊपर, एंड एम्बापे अगर आप इतना ज्यादा खाली एरिया दोगे, वो तो सिर्फ एम्बापे क्यों, कोई भी आके गोल मार के जाएगा. हो सकता है कि गोल्ड एम्बापे भी उधर से गोल स्कोर कर देता, क्योंकि जितना उनको खाली पोजीशन दिया गया था. हालांकि ये तो टीम ऑफ द ईयर है, तो ये तो कहीं से भी गोल कर देते हैं कभी कभार. मैं खा के देखा हूँ तो मुझे पता है कैसा लगता है गोल खाने के बाद. लेकिन एक चीज जो कि मुझे लगता है कि डीके के लिए एक बहुत ही अच्छा हुआ है, वो है कि कॉन्फिडेंस इनका दिख रहा है कि वो हो सकता है कि गोल कंसीड कर रहे हैं, लेकिन वो जो गोल स्कोर कर रहे हैं उनमें उसमें दिख रहा है कि हाँ स्टाइलिश गोल है. लाइक जो आज 2 गोल उन्होंने स्कोर किया, पहला गोल राइट कॉर्नर पे, दूसरा गोल इंडिविजुअल ब्रिलियंस. एंड सारांश को वो हरा दिए. जमशेदपुर के लिए ये एक बहुत ही बिग डब्ल्यू रहने वाला है, और मुझे लगता है कि ये अगर मैचअप जीत के जाते हैं, जमशेदपुर का शायद जो ग्राफ है जो अभी तक थोड़ा लड़खड़ा रहा था, वो ऊपर की तरफ जाना चालू हो जाएगा.
Yeah, indeed, it's such a big window that DK has provided, winning the game, and it hurts that we could not see that final goal. And such a proud moment for DK going on to beat Saransh Jain, the previous champ. In fact, the current champion right now, the defending one. And not every day you could accomplish such feats. And this is where Jamshedpur FC really need to go on and win this series, because they can do that. They can do that, TT. We know we have been talking about how good these two players are playing in their co-op games, but it is Northeast United FC we are talking about as the opponents. One of the favorites to win the eISL this time, because they've got a stacked up lineup over here, Saranch and Imad. So even these two players are really good with their co-op games. They're very crafty, and it's usually you can see Imad feeding such beautiful balls to Saranch. Now their arsenal increases so much, and they've got that time to practice, and I'm pretty stoked up to see what they're gonna produce. Because for all the Northeast United FC fans, hold on, it's the waters still not out of the glass yet. Things can be still managed. All they've got to do is just win the next 2 games, and the 3 point is theirs. But Jamshedpur FC, this is a golden chance. This is a golden chance because the second game they have to seal the deal over here and there. You cannot force it to the third, because we know Imad is one of those players that you can always rely on. He's not one of those erratic guys. He's always consistent, always knows what he's doing. And Arvind, that's going to be such a tough matchup. So when you're playing in your strong suit, make sure you're winning. And if Jamshedpur FC win this one, TT, this is going to be their away victory. So a huge dent for Northeast United FC, especially when things are stirring up on that leaderboard.
फॉर श्योर। एंड ये अगर जीत जाते हैं लेकिन इसके बाद फिर एक बहुत शानदार कहने की हम लोग बोल सकते हैं पॉइंट्स टेबल के ऊपर जो हलचल है वो मचता हुआ दिखेगा। फिर और भी ज़्यादा मज़ेदार होगा ये eISL सीजन 2, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से अभी तक चल रहा था, लाइक जमशेदपुर के लिए सिचुएशंस उतना खास नहीं गए थे। एंड पॉइंट्स टेबल पे भी अभी हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि बॉटम लाइन के आसपास है, लेकिन अगर आज इधर से 3 पॉइंट्स लेके जा पाते हैं तो डायरेक्ट जंप करने वाले हो, एकदम जंप करके टॉप 4th या फिर 5 टीम्स के आसपास जो है वो आ सकते हैं। तो वो उनके लिए एक बहुत ही अच्छा चीज़ होगा। बट ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं नॉर्थ ईस्ट की, जैसे कि आपने कहा कि इमाद एक ऐसे प्लेयर है जो कि कभी भी कुछ कर सकते हैं, और उसी के साथ अरविंद की अगर बात किया जाए, उनका भी फॉर्म उतना खास नहीं रहा है अभी तक। कल के दिन में ऑब्वियसली वो चरणजोत के साथ मैच था तो हम समझ सकते हैं सिचुएशंस को, लेकिन उनका फॉर्म उसके पिछले वाले दिन भी उतना अप टू द मार्क नहीं था। अगर हम लोग बात करिए, गलतियां हो रहा था, वो गलतियां जो है वो अगर आज नहीं करेंगे तो हो सकता है कि सिचुएशन कुछ अलग हो। बट उसके पहले को-ऑप गेम कुछ ही देर के अंदर हमारे सामने आने वाले हैं, और को-ऑप गेम पे सारांश एंड इमाद को अगर रोक पाए तो इधर से ही 3 पॉइंट्स सिक्योर कर लेंगे।
Yes, and that would be so crucial, because I was just checking, the overall standings, and Northeast United FC so far have played just 2 games. They've lost that one to, I think, they went up against Bengaluru FC, their first day matchup, where they had to lose it, and then we had the second game where they managed to win. So right now they're sitting at the 7th spot. Now, if they win the next 2 games, they're gonna directly go towards the 4th spot right now. And for Jamshedpur FC, it's even more important because this is their 4th game. And they haven't won a single one. They've just managed to draw a single tie. And yes, we are on, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, it's the co-op matchup, and both the teams did not go with the meta formation. In fact, went with 4-4-2. So it's going to be rather interesting what they're coming up, because with every single time we've got the new cards being releasing, and then the meta suddenly starts changing, and it's going to be interesting. And the kickoffs already on over here for Northeast United FC, left to right in their black kits, and Jamshedpur FC in their whites from right to left. And Sarhanch and Imad giving no time to breathe for DK and Arvind, instantly trying to take a shot. And there you have it, a beautiful pass to it, Ronaldinho. These are the kind of attempts that we're going to see coming out from Northeast United FC. Again, I'm pretty sure that through pass was through Imad, and Saranch also green timed it, but thankfully the keeper somehow made the save.
शुरुआती सिर्फ 4 मिनट में बहुत सारे एक्शंस ऑलरेडी हो चुके, एंड इससे पता चल रहा है कि गेम का जो टेम्परेचर है वो कितना ज़्यादा हाई है, क्योंकि नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड बाय एनी हाउ उनको इधर से जीत के जाना होगा। दूर से मेसी ये हो सकता था, बट थोड़ा सा शायद बाहर चला गया। बहुत अच्छा टाइम फ्रॉम इमाद।
I think it was green timed also. And yes, we were telling, right? He's one of those players who's got that, the long shot prowess. He tends to go for it, and more often than not, he tends to end up scoring. And with Lionel Messi, he's one of the best players to take shots like that. And I'm really surprised how that did not go in. And yeah, I mean, Trivelas and all these finesse shots have been kind of nerfed a little bit, but still, we've seen, this could be really deadly. Could have been the first power shot being taken. had a lot of room and space, but the defender got the right nick of time. And now Northeast United FC wanting to punish Jamshedpur FC yet again. Have to keep in mind that they're already wounded. The first game they lost, and it was Sharan's chance defeat. So that is going to be a huge bummer for them. But Jamshedpur FC, they know the value of this game, how important it is to get those 3 points. And DK has given them such a flying start. And this could have been a possible chance, but again, Northeast United really, really cautious in terms of how they've been defending so far.
चांस जमशेदपुर की तरफ से बनता हुआ, बट नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड अभी तक ज्यादा अलाउंस नहीं दिया जमशेदपुर को. एंड एक चीज जो कि सबसे ज्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है कि इनका जो डिफेंसिव कोऑर्डिनेशन है वो काफी अच्छा है, बट ऑन द अदर हैंड अटैक बनता हुआ नॉर्थ ईस्ट की तरफ से, लेकिन झिनोला के पास बॉल, लाइक हुलीद से झिनोला के पास बॉल गया था. हुलीद का जो रोल है वो बहुत ज्यादा क्रूशियल है. दैट्स व्हाई आई थिंक हर साल हम लोग देखे 21, 22, 23 आ गया, हर साल मैं देख रहा हूँ कि हुलीद का यूज होता ही होता है.
He's literally a must pick in your FIFA account if you can afford. But now since all these players have gotten those unlocked accounts, this could have been really a close affair. But thankfully defended, and now this is a chance for Northeast United FC. Did not have a lot of men ahead, so had to stall it a little bit. But R9 did have that strength to beat through, but eventually still Northeast United holding on to the possession with Mbappe. Wanted to opt for maybe a step over or maybe a roulette, but did not work out. Defender being present over there. This has been such an interesting start. Both these teams, it's not like Jamshedpur FC, they've been defending all the time. They've also been trying to create their attacks, but both these teams showing strength in their defense. But we know in co-op, TT, defenses tend to crumble. One bad move, one miscom, but this is such a nice long pass being played. I'm pretty sure that's Imad, the controller over there, and now some room for Mbappe. Oh, he slipped.
Oh my God. नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड यही सोच रहे होंगे कि क्यों,
कैसे,
ऐसा क्यों होता है. जी हाँ, बट एक बार फिर से अटैक बनता हुआ देखिए, कांस्टेंट प्रेशर है, अभी फिनिश भी होगा विद रोनाल्डो. जब सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत था गोल की, तभी लीड मिलता हुआ नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड एफसी को. बहुत शानदार शुरुआत. एंड आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि इमाद एंड सरांश, इनका केमिस्ट्री जितना दिन जा रहा है उतना ही बढ़ता जा रहा है, और ये उनकी टीम के लिए बहुत ही ज्यादा एक पॉजिटिव साइन है.
Oh, no, you cannot afford to have the ball stolen like that. But I don't know if this was the best pass, but now it is. And now again another shot. Northeast United FC, they are enjoying themselves and had to go with the giddy celebration. This is war. This is war declared by Northeast United FC and Jamshedpur FC. It's such a sucker punch for them. And what do you do? How can you let the ball slip again like this? This is not happening. This is really atrocious, and it's an offside, I guess. Yeah.
फिर तो ऑफसाइड जान में जान आया होगा इधर जमशेदपुर एफसी, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से अटैक बैक टू बैक बन रहे थे, मुश्किलें हो सकता है. लियोनेल मेसी टुवर्ड्स वलीद, रोनाल्डो, वर्जिल वैन डाइक की गलती, ऑफसाइड. अनलकी, क्योंकि उनके ही पैर पे बॉल था, डिफ्लेक्शन होके आया और ऑफसाइड.
Now look at this. A good chance, wanted to try for a cutback, but a short attempt on a corner. And we've seen they don't even shy away. Look at that. He's constantly trying to move around with Virgil van Dijk, but the keeper coming a little ahead and making sure the ball doesn't go anywhere. apart from his gloves. And now at this point, Jamshedpur FC, two huge, terrible mistakes, and Northeast United FC. I mean, the first goal was a beautiful one, but the second should have never happened. You cannot afford to give away the ball like that. And with Kylian Mbappe, now they've also gotten in Theo Hernandez to participate in the attack, still exploring their options, trying, okay, a little bit of a heel to heel, but to no avail, was well defended. And Mbappe wanted to receive, but it's not happened. So at the end of the first half, Northeast United FC quite comfortably scoring those two goals, and have now suddenly become the favorites to equalize everything. Because if Northeast United FC wins this one, then the third game, that's going to be our decider, folks.
Yes. And that's gonna be more interesting क्योंकि उस टाइम पे अरविंद वर्सेस हिमाद होने वाला है. आज के दिन का शुरुआत जिस मैचअप के साथ हुआ, शुरुआत में तो लग रहा था कि हाँ मे बी नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड थोड़ा आगे रहेगा, बट जिस तरीके से मैचेस चल रहे हैं वो दोनों ही तरफ से हम लोगों को काफ़ी अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस आता हुआ, क्योंकि देखिए जिस तरीके से शुरुआत करके गए और इस मैच में जो परफॉर्मेंस आ रहा है नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड की तरफ से, जस्ट इनसेन. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से कैप्टेविया, बट हकीमी, उनके सामने आप इतना देर तक जो बॉल कंट्रोल या फिर बॉल ड्राइव नहीं कर सकते. थोड़ा ज़्यादा टाइम बिताए जिसकी वजह से बॉल छीना गया, बट इधर भी कोई भी गलती नहीं. वर्जिल वैन डाइक एक बार फिर से वॉल की तरह खड़े हैं. देखते इस बार ये मौका बना पाएंगी कि नहीं.
Well, the passing game's looking really strong with Northeast United. I can smell another goal in the making. And just when we thought the possession was given away, opted for a back pass. Now a L2 long pass being given. Upsided footer. And with Kylian Mbappe, went in for that step over, but forgot that he needs to take the ball along with him. And an advantage for Jamshedpur FC. They want to capitalize on the counter-attack. And again, the comms clearly being shown over there. Wanted to pass, but the player was a little too ahead. They need to do a little bit more talking between them, need to analyze what's going on, because they're not giving them that much room, they're not giving them that much space. And this time looks really promising, but again defended. So both the teams kind of going for that end-to-end FIFA, not a lot of ball possession or retention on the midfield. It's either Jamshedpur FC trying to create chances, or it is Northeast United FC trying to constantly press in.
60 मिनट्स का गेम ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, एंड अभी तक इस पूरे गेम की अगर एक लाइन पे बयां करें तो प्रेशर एंड डोमिनेशन दोनों ही दिख रहा है नॉर्थ ईस्ट की तरफ से. मौका बन रहा था हालांकि, लेकिन सिंगल प्लेयर के ऊपर आप कोऑप पे तो डोमिनेट करना टफ है, क्योंकि तब दो प्लेयर्स के पास कंट्रोल रहता है. एम्बापे अकेले, मेसी मौजूद, पासिंग ऑप्शन, रोनाल्डो को चकमा देते हुए.
Oh my God! How did he score a goal? I mean, you could have seen the sheer guts on the players of Northeast United FC. I would want to see a replay of that one, because this might be pretty much done and dusted over here. With Mbappe, he went for that R2 last moment dash, and in the final end moments, he slid in for a cutback, and then Ronaldo just green times that shot. The goalkeeper felt miserable over there, completely helpless, did not know what to do. And just when they could realize what's happening, they're 3-0 down right now. I don't see Jamshedpur FC, honestly, TT, making a comeback from this. But look at those plays being made, those long passes. And that's the beauty when, two best players of the community come to play together. Two different styles of play culminating and creating something so magical, something so beautiful that our fans would be enjoying by the quality of that goal.
एंड उसके साथ अभी तक नॉट ओनली इन अटैकिंग पोजीशन, उनका डिफेंस भी बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग रहा है। एंड जिस तरीके से वो डिफेंस किया, एक सिंगल शॉट लेने का मौका नहीं दिया गया था जमशेदपुर एफसी को। आह, इट्स टू टफ फॉर जमशेदपुर एफसी। बट मेसी कोशिश था नटमेक करके बॉल निकाल के लेके जाने की, बट वो उतना इजी नहीं है। बट एक गलत पास के चलते एम्बापे विद द बॉल, एंड आई थिंक एम्बापे को कंट्रोल कर रहे थे इधर डेके, क्योंकि वही ज्यादातर टाइम बॉल कंट्रोल करते हुए दिखते हैं।
I mean, it's going to be such a long task, like such a difficult one at that, for Jamshedpur FC to come back from a 3-goal deficit at this point. And with the way Northeast United are playing, I'm pretty sure they're going to show intent on scoring a few more. And look at this again. This time Martini way ahead realizes that he's a little out of position. It's better to have the midfielders come ahead. And look at how beautiful they're just triggering their runs. And you cannot give them such open spaces for Jamshedpur FC. You have to keep all your corners tight. And there have been multiple instances. I mean, the first 2 goals that I still cannot process. I mean, the first one was beautiful. The third one was even better. The second one was not ought to happen, but almost had a breakthrough. But Maldini making sure that he does not let the ball pass.
Yeah. As of now, one more time, फिर से एक बार कहने की जो है नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड एक और गोल बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, एंड ये बैक टू बैक रिपीटेडली चलता हुआ दिख रहा है। तो शुरुआती गेम था एकदम फर्स्ट मैच जमशेदपुर एफसी, इनका कोऑर्डिनेशन देख के लगा था कि ये कोऑप मैच पे काइंड ऑफ वो बहुत अच्छे खेल सकते हैं, या फिर इन फ्यूचर इम्प्रूवमेंट हम लोग को बहुत ज़्यादा देखने के लिए मिलेगा। बट आज के इस मैच को देखते हुए कल भी इवन उतना खास परफॉर्मेंस नहीं गया था, सो थोड़ा इधर देख के खेलने की ज़रूरत है। और थोड़ा सा फिर से मुझे लगता है कि इधर ड्राइंग बोर्ड पे जाके डिस्कशन की ज़रूरत होने वाला है। बट इस बार मौका रोनाल्डो फिनिश, बहुत देर हो गए मेहरबा आते आते, लेकिन आया ज़रूर। लेकिन फिर भी मुझे लगता नहीं है कि ज्यादा फायदा होगा इस गोल का।
Look at this, they have not just gone for a 3-4-2-1, but they've also gone for ultra attacking. So many men pressing together, and this time finally found that opening. But still, with 8 minutes remaining, they have to score 2 more goals. I mean, at this point, I think even if Jamshedpur FC can salvage a draw somehow, I would still consider it as a victory. And then the pressure would not be that much on Arvind's shoulders when he goes for his individual decider match, because with the way things are going, I mean, I'm pretty sure Northeast United will want to try and keep the possession a little bit longer, but they realize the best defense is go for an offense. But this is another goal in the making. Why did he have to go for a ball roll? Could have easily scored. Maybe he wanted to get to his strong foot with Erling Haaland. But the big question was, could they have afforded to do something like that at this point? I mean, still, should have just taken a shot, and maybe we could have had a game on our hands. But still, now this is a beautiful backheel pass, and now takes a shot but misses.
एक बार के लिए मुझे लगा था शायद इस बंगाल वर्सेस केरला ब्लास्टर का एक बार फिर से दोहराया जा सकता है वो सिचुएशन, बट नहीं, उतना इजीली नहीं करने देंगे नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड। एंड जो शॉट्स है वो बहुत सारे गलतियां भी आखिरी मोमेंट पे हम लोग को देखने के लिए मिला। बट फिर से एक बार अटैक पे नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड, एंड मे बी ये एक आखिरी गोल के साथ फिनिश कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि यही अटैक आखिरी अटैक होने वाला है। बट नो, कोई भी गोल नहीं होगा, मैच हो जाएगा फिनिश। सो विथ 1-1 आखिरी मैच होने वाला है डिसाइडर, नॉर्थ ईस्ट की तरफ से इमाद, जमशेदपुर की तरफ से अरविंद। आज के दिन का जो शुरुआत है वो बहुत शानदार इंटेंसिटी के साथ हुआ है। एंड इसके बाद तो हमारा मेन इवेंट भी आने वाला है. मैं बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड हूँ.
Yes, what a start, what a day for FIFA to be honest. And when people thought that yes, Jamshedpur FC, this is their game. Now look at the quality of passing. This is pure comms, right? This is pure trust that the other player is gonna make that run, and I'm gonna make a pass. It's the vision that is so beautiful. And the second one, I mean, this was really atrocious. Just lost the ball like that. And then the third one. Oh, look at the quality, how he received. And you would witness, in that last moment, he went for a dash, he went for that R2 over there, that moment, and then suddenly just times it and takes sheer cojones to score a goal like that. And of course, there were few instances where Jamshedpur FC started to look a little deadly. This one was one of those goals that they scored, found some room. They were on that 3-4-2-1 and had to capitalize. And this is the point where Runa R9 received the ball, beat through the keeper, and was an easy tap in for Messi. But there was another chance with Erling Haaland, but they missed that one out. Had they scored that one, we could have said that maybe we have a match on our hands. But seems like that isn't the case now. It all comes down, it all boils down, folks, is to this matchup, Imad Rocks against Arvind. And whoever wins this game takes 3 points. But if this game ends in a draw, then both have to share points, and either of the clubs won't be happy about it. TT.
यस. अभी जो सिचुएशन बन चुका है, इधर से सब कुछ आ जाता है प्रेशर इधर अरविंद के ऊपर. अरविंद अगर इधर से बाय एनी हाउ वो एक ड्रॉ निकाल के लेके चले जाते हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि अरविंद का सिर्फ ड्रॉ नहीं, उधर जीत भी सकते हैं ऑब्वियसली, क्योंकि इमाद की अगर बात किया जाए पिछले कुछ गेम्स में उनका परफॉर्मेंस बहुत अच्छा रहा है. दैट्स वाई मैं ड्रॉ के लिए बोला, क्योंकि थोड़ा सा टफ सिचुएशन चल रहा है अरविंद के लिए. लेकिन अगर अरविंद ड्रॉ भी निकालते हैं एटलीस्ट, तो भी उनका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ने वाला है. और देखिए जिस तरीके से डे बाय डे इंप्रूव करते जा रहे हैं अपने आप को, मुझे लग रहा है कि इनका जो है वो बाद में जाके बहुत अच्छा एक जो है स्ट्रिक बनने वाला है. लेकिन उसके लिए कोऑप पे केमिस्ट्री चाहिए, जो केमिस्ट्री हम लोग को दिखा इधर प्रॉपर्ली नॉर्थ ईस्ट के तरफ से.
Yeah, I think it was more about the players just believing in each other. I'm pretty sure, because even while the match was going on, they were not communicating. I was just watching at their camp feeds, where I saw they were not talking a lot. They were just making the basic call outs, do this, do that. That's it. Both of these players know their roles in a team. They know that Imad is the one who needs to feed those passes, and then Saransh has to take the ball in and score. But now it has come down. It has all riled down to this moment. It's such an even matchup, and right off the bat, you can see Northeast United FC from left to right wanted to go for a player lock and instantly get on board with scoring. But even Imad realizes that it's not going to be easy against a player like Arvind. As Arvind trying to find that opportunity to pass, but did not get it.
आई थिंक देखिए शुरुआती सिर्फ 5 ही मिनट हुआ है, बट मुझे लग रहा है ये गेम बहुत लंबा होने वाला है. बहुत ज़्यादा दोनों ही तरफ से स्कोर्स किया जाएगा, बट मौका बन चुका है इमाद के लिए. इमाद इतना नाल्डिनियो, बट द सेवियर रूडुलीत. इनको सेवियर नहीं, इनको मॉन्स्टर कह सकते हैं, क्योंकि हर बार आप बॉल इनके लेके चले जाते हैं, कोई कुछ कर ही नहीं सकता. एंड वही चीज़ एक बार फिर से दिखा. बट मुझे लगता है थोड़ा स्लो डाउन करने की ज़रूरत है अरविंद को, नहीं तो इमाद बॉल छीन लेंगे. बट फाउल था, छीना जरूर, लेकिन फाउल है. सो एक अच्छे खासे पोजीशन पे सेट पीस मिला है. अटैकिंग जो प्लेयर्स है वो ऑलरेडी चढ़ चुके हैं. मुझे लग रहा है कि एक अच्छा खासा अपॉर्चुनिटी बन सकता है इधर से.
Chance volleyed, and now Imad again. This is a beautiful run. I felt that he had made a run a little bit earlier, and eventually ended up to be an offside. So Arvind really needs to watch out for all those aerial attacks coming from Imad's side. But this one was a beautiful chance almost created, and we are seeing these players want to leave no stones unturned and want to convert those opportunities, where Imad always making sure he triggers a run on those players and is so beautiful on his passing, wants to keep things simple, and sometimes the sheer simplicity creates the most beautiful goals. And there you could see with Mbappe wanted to take a shot, but Arvind did not let that happen. Instantly swapped sides.
शुरुआती 15 मिनट बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटिंग गया है एंड इसी तरीके से कुछ चलने भी वाला है। आप एक चीज़ देख सकते हैं कि इधर बहुत ही ज़्यादा अर्ली 1-2s करते हुए इमाद टुवर्ड्स रोनाल्डो, फिनिश हो जाएगा। यस, इमाद विद द शॉट इन द गोल। नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड शुरुआत किए थे हार के साथ, कोऑप पे कमबैक हुआ एंड आखिरी गेम लीड ले चुके हैं ऑलरेडी। लाजवाब परफॉर्मेंस एंड इसी वजह से इमाद के ऊपर इतना ज्यादा रिलाई किया जा सकता है। एंड आई थिंक आफ्टर हैदराबाद एफसी ये एक टीम है जिधर दोनों के दोनों प्लेयर्स इतना स्ट्रांग है कि कोई भी उस दिन के ऊपर जो है वो मैच निकाल के लेके जा सकता है। हालांकि मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि बाकी क्लब्स नहीं कर सकते, बट eISL सीजन 2 के ऊपर यही दो क्लब्स हैं जो कि अभी तक शाइन कर पाए हैं इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे।
And this is something that we have discussed. Yeah, Bengaluru also, but now I felt that Jamshedpur FC could have scored one through, but yeah, undoubtedly Imad is one of those players you can always rely. But this is a good chance. All he has to do is score, and he does. He does, and Imad has no time to enjoy. Suddenly, you can see he's forced into thinking. Where did he make that mistake? How could he give him that much space? There were two opportunities created. Once he had a little bit of space, I felt he could have just gone for a heel to heel, and in fact goes for that towards the end. And yes, finds that little room and scores. Both the R9s from the clubs getting their team on board. And yes, it's 24 minutes in, and we have the equalizers also there. And now again Imad on his attack, and this is where Arvind realizes, the kind of an opening that DK has given to their club. He cannot let that chance slip. Even if he gets a draw, that's still fine. At least it's gonna be a single point against such a strong club like Northeast United FC, but cannot afford a defeat against Imad after digging so deep, after just crawling and scratching their way through. And now again another chance in the making, and Virgil van Dijk for Imad saves the day.
बहुत क्रूशियल पोजीशन पे इधर बॉल जीते, नहीं तो जमशेदपुर के पास एक और मौका बन सकता था। हालांकि इस बार मौका बना है। What a pass from Messi, एंड जो पास था उसी पे 90% काम हो गया था। एंड उसके बाद रोनाल्डो का हेडर, एंड उस एरिया से गोलकीपर के पास कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं था कि वो कुछ कर पाए। तो मेसी आज के दिन पे प्ले मेकर भी है, गोल स्कोरर भी है, सब कुछ कर रहे हैं।
And this is expected, right? This is expected from a player like Imad. We know that he's got the attributes to make such passes like that. And not a lot of skill moves, but this time went for it. And did not succeed. Thankfully saved. But we are witnessing goals coming from both of these sides. Imad took a little bit of a time there to think, to counter. And he realizes, the best strategy is just play those nice balls going in. This time, however, didn't go as planned. But Arvind, we'll have to see if he can score a comeback. Usually, from what we have learned, most of the players, Arvind being one of the players from the southern circuit, they're really strong on their defense and really composed players. They take their sweet time in their build-up, and once they do, they tend to score. And Arvind has to do. Clearly, we are missing out on Akash Ash also from Jamshedpur FC. Previously, such a phenomenal player. Used to score goals for fun, like 6 goals, 7 goals a game. I think right now he's pursuing his education in Canada. So, as an unfortunate manner for his fans, at least, is not participating with us. But we wish him all the best for his future endeavors. But I'm pretty sure he must be watching his body play, and clearly must be missing moments like this. And for now, Jamshedpur FC keeping a lot of possession, trying to create those chances, and this possibly could be one with R9. Wanted to give it to Mbappe, but Imad, strong-minded. And look at that, not just one, but two players already breaking for the run.
वाह, फर्स्ट हाफ बहुत ज़्यादा टफ था दोनों ही टीम्स के, दोनों ही क्लब्स के लिए। बट इमाद, इसी के बारे में हम लोग डिस्कशन भी कर रहे थे इसके पहले, लाइक या ये कर सकते हैं, ये जो लॉन्ग पासेस खिलाते हैं एकदम प्रॉपर ऑन पॉइंट, उससे वो कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, उन्होंने किया लाजवाब गोल्स। बट जमशेदपुर एफसी अभी भी उनके पास रूम है कि वो इधर कम बैक करके दिखाए, क्योंकि जस्ट ये फर्स्ट हाफ का गेम था। बट ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं जमशेदपुर की, तो उनकी तरफ से एक ही शॉट आया था जो सिर्फ गोल पे कन्वर्ट हुआ। ऑन द अदर हैंड हैड लाइक इधर नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड एफसी, उनकी तरफ से हम लोगों को देखने के लिए मिला है 3 शॉट्स, जिसमें से 2 गोल स्कोर हुए हैं एंड 100% शॉट एक्यूरेसी। सो एक चीज तो पता चल रहा है कि अगर दोनों में से कोई भी अटैक बना रहे हैं तो वो जाके एटलीस्ट गोल पे शॉट के साथ फिनिश कर रहे हैं, बाहर नहीं मार रहे। एंड ये एक बहुत ही पॉजिटिव स्टैट है दोनों ही क्लब्स के लिए, दोनों ही प्लेयर्स के लिए। बट अभी जमशेदपुर को चाहिए 1 गोल एटलीस्ट और 2 गोल 3 पॉइंट्स लेने के लिए। और जमशेदपुर को चाहिए नॉर्थ ईस्ट को चाहिए कि वो जस्ट इधर से इस लीड को पकड़ के रखे एंड वो लीड को आखिर तक बना के रखे, एंड उसके साथ उनको 3 पॉइंट्स मिल सकते हैं।
Indeed. I think that's what their intention would be at this point. But off here on with the second half, and this time Imad wanting to maintain as much possession as possible. Look at so many men on his attack. They're already just waiting for that perfect pass, and this could be that opportunity with Mbappe takes a shot and he scores. Such a beautiful goal coming out of Imad, and he loves to go for the Zen mode meditate celebration. Suddenly felt for a moment, look at that legs rising up, felt like he was floating.
Yes.
But right now perfect panning of that camera angle there. But yes, Imad, he wants to seal the deal, and we had said for all the Northeast United fans that do not lose hope, because they had the co-op game, and if things go on like this, then I'm pretty sure Imad he's gonna score a few more goals and become the hero for his club, and all that effort from DK in defeating Saranj is gonna go down the drain.
एंड जिस तरीके से अभी खेल रहे इमाद, आई थिंक और भी गोल्स आ सकते हैं। अगर नहीं भी आए और यही स्कोर लाइन रहा तो मोस्ट वैल्यूएबल प्लेयर बन सकते हैं इस मैच के, प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच हो सकते हैं वो। बट देखिए इधर गलत पोजीशन पे बॉल लूज करते हुए पहले टुवर्ड्स थियो हर्नांडेज। बट कल जिस तरीके से थियो हर्नांडेज जमशेदपुर के लिए चढ़ के खेल रहे थे, वो आज उतना ज़्यादा ऊपर नहीं जा रहे। एंड अभी ऑब्वियसली 2 गोल डाउन चल रहे थे, इसी वजह से शायद और भी ज़्यादा डिफेंसिवली तक खेलते हुए। बट रोनाल्डिनियो टुवर्ड्स राइट साइड, थियो हर्नांडेज के पास बॉल दे बैठे। एम्बापे मौजूद जरूर थे, लेकिन वो नहीं पहुंचा पाए उन तक बॉल।
I mean, at this point, for Imad, at least all he's got to do is just keep possession. He's got so much of that free space, right? He's got that little bit of a cushion, and every single time, look at how his players are making those runs. It's so difficult for Arvind to keep up, and it was Rude Hullet only from his own team that did not let him score. Came in front of the goal. Could have been the 4th on the board. But now, Arvind, he's got to make some tack changes. He's got to take that pause, maybe go on an ultra attacking, and I think that is exactly what he's going to go for. Maybe a 3-4-2-1 or do whatever it takes, but he needs to score. But we know Imad is a player who will punish you if you have those loose ends. And look at how he's got his men just behind, right? Because Arvind realizes those long threats are always coming in, moment after moment, and he's got to be prepared for that. because he's one of those players, Imad, who really capitalizes on those long balls. So it's so difficult for him, for Arvind especially, to keep up with what Imad is trying to do. Again, wanted to create a chance, made a run with Mbappe, but now this is where he's going to make a few changes. Would get maybe Erling Haaland up, and then would try to get a few more fresh legs and go for an ultra attacking style of play and score goals.
लास्ट 20 मिनट्स एंड जमशेदपुर को चाहिए 2 गोल्स कम से कम, अगर उनको ड्रॉ भी करके जाना है तो। जिस तरीके से शुरुआत हुआ था, देख के लग रहा था कि या मे बी आज वो जम करके पॉइंट्स टेबल के 5th और 6th पोजीशन पे आ जाए, क्योंकि ईस्ट बंगाल एफसी के जो गोल डिफरेंस थे वो ज़्यादा माइनस में है, सो उस जगह पे 6th पोजीशन पे आ सकते थे इधर जमशेदपुर एफसी। लेकिन वो चीज़ इधर अभी के लिए तो होता हुआ नहीं दिख रहा कहीं से भी। 3 गोल करना बहुत टफ है, 2 गोल करेंगे फिर भी 1 पॉइंट मिल सकता है। बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा टफ सिनेरियोज़, बट जमशेदपुर को डिस्कशन की ज़रूरत है, एंड स्पेशली अरविंद, उनके लिए जो चीज़ें भी लाइक गलत चल रहा है उसको बहुत जल्दी रिकवर करने की ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि ये उनका 4th मैच है, एंड इस मैच से भी अगर पॉइंट ही निकलता है फिर जो सिचुएशंस है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल जा सकता है, क्योंकि इसके बाद ज़्यादा लाइक काइंड ऑफ हम लोग कह सकते हैं एक ऐसे पोजीशन पे रहेंगे जिधर बाकी की टीम्स तो पॉइंट्स लेते रहेंगे बट जमशेदपुर के पास नहीं आएगा। तो जितना जल्दी हो सके इधर कोशिश करना होगा कि अपने जो गलतियां हैं उसको रेक्टिफाई कर पाए। बट कॉर्नर इस बार क्या लॉन्ग कॉर्नर के लिए जाएंगे? यस, इस बार लॉन्ग कॉर्नर के लिए गए फाइनली। पूरे eISL सीजन 2 के चलते हुए ये सेकंड लॉन्ग कॉर्नर था।
Yeah, I mean, sadly, did not go the way it was planned. But I think for Imad, like we said, right, he's got every chance right now. I mean, till he concedes one more, he's got all that opportunity to score. And I mean, to just keep stalling the ball. But the same cannot be said for the players of Jamshedpur FC, especially Arvind over here. And you can see those desperation sort of creeping in. He's been trying to do whatever it takes, but Imad, he's been such a tough nut to crack. And at this point, must be just pondering, what do I need to do? Because look at that, Imad again has broken free, has got Erling Haaland, tried to pass with Mbappe, but no. Now Arvind is on his counter-attack. He's got Hakimi making a run. A beautiful pass towards R9. Needs to make another pass or will go directly for the shot. Goes indeed. And yes, he succeeds. A scrappy goal. But he's going to take it. He's going to take it. He's going to be happy with what he's achieved so far. And you can see he's on an ultra attack. And with 9 more minutes remaining inside this game, and if Arvind scores one more, there you can see the comeback could be real. It could be drawn, because at least Jamshedpur FC need to salvage 1 point from this fixture. We know it's such a tough matchup, but if they put in the effort, they can certainly do that. But he had to, break mountains in trying to score a goal like that. It was not a clean one, but he's gonna take it any day.
Yes, आखिरी 9 मिनट, एंड आई थिंक इस 9 मिनट के ऊपर सब कुछ अपना झोंक देना होगा उनको। एंड अरविंद अगर इधर एटलीस्ट ड्रॉ करके जा पाए, मुझे लगता है कि डीके की तरह से जो शुरुआत मिला था वो कहने के जस्टिफाइड रहेगा, बट क्या वो एक गोल आ पाएगा या फिर नहीं, वो देखना रहेगा सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग। फाइनली चेंजेस तो हुआ है, बट बॉल कंट्रोल है नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड के पास, एंड वो बिल्कुल भी नहीं चाहेंगे कि वो बॉल जाए जमशेदपुर के पास। तो जमशेदपुर वो बॉल ढूंढने की कोशिश, लेकिन प्रॉपर कंट्रोल के साथ नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड अटैक में जिनोला शॉट, एंड सारा का सारा जो इक्वेशंस बन रहे थे जमशेदपुर एफसी के लिए उसको एक झटके में खत्म करते हुए, एंड एक बार फिर से यही होता है मेडिटेशन का पावर। पिछले बार की एक और गोल 4-2, एंड फिक्सेस एक चीज तो इधर पता चल रहा है कि इमाद वो डे बाय डे उनका जो फॉर्म है वो और भी ज़्यादा अच्छा होता जा रहा है।
His form, his composure, everything. Just when he conceded a goal, brought in three new players, and look at the pace. Alphonso Davies went in for a player lock over there and has another chance with Erling Haaland, but he'll take his sweet time. Did not have the best angle, but now Jamshedpur FC with just 2 minutes remaining and on a 2 goals deficit cannot afford to give the ball away like that. And I'm pretty sure Imad, he's just going to keep it on the sidelines, try to toy around, or maybe just score one more goal and seal the deal. Because when you go for ultra attack, you tend to give away your defenses. And with Mbappe, he's going to definitely go for a shot, but went for a near post finish instead of a far post one. But still, that's something he can clearly afford. The final attack of this game, just waiting for the whistle to blow, went in for the power shot, but now he's just going to put the ball out for play, and Imadi's just left his hands from the controller. He knows that the victory is his, and Northeast United FC, even after losing that first game, they've come back and have managed to secure 3 points, and in turn have gotten on to the 4th position in the overall standings, and Jamshedpur FC would be gutted with this result, especially DK, who's been winning his individual games, but when it comes down to the fixture, they haven't secured a single point. Back-to-back L's for Jamshedpur FC, and that must be devastating for them.
जमशेदपुर एफसी बहुत ही ज़्यादा टफ रहा है उनके लिए अभी तक का जो शुरुआती eISL सीजन 2 का शुरुआती फेज बहुत ही रॉकी रहा है। बट इमाद एक चीज़ बार बार दिखाते जा रहे हैं कि सारांश तो है ही, लेकिन ये मैं भी हूँ, मैं भी करके दिखा सकता हूँ, वो भी ज़बरदस्त करके दिखा सकता हूँ। वही चीज़ देखने के लिए मिला। हालांकि अरविंद की अगर बात किया जाए, सेम यही चीज़ हम लोग को कल भी देखने के लिए मिला था जब वो चरणजोत के अगेंस्ट खेल रहे थे। एक गोल उन्होंने कंसीड किया, एक गोल उन्होंने फिर धागा इक्वलाइज भी किया, बट उसके बाद जब उन्होंने सेकंड गोल इधर कंसीड किया, उसके बाद से और कमबैक नहीं दिखा। तो वही सेम पैटर्न आज भी नजर आता हुआ। सो अरविंद को आई थिंक थोड़ा सा और ज़्यादा अपने जो विजन है या फिर ओपोनेंट को स्टडी करने का जो भी कैपेबिलिटीज़ है या फिर स्टडी करना है वो करके आना होगा। एंड वो अगर करके आएंगे, जस्ट लाइक टैक्टिक्स है, वो अगर समझ पाएंगे तो मे बी और ज़्यादा बेहतर हो सकता है।
Look at how he scored the third one, right? Towards the end, I think went for a reverse elastico there and just directly goes for a finish. And that goes on to show how good Imad was. And for Arvind, you know, you can't really blame him, right? He had to, he could not get his defenders ahead because the constant looming threat of all those long balls coming in was on him. And did not have much of those men, and even Imad was so solid on his defense, did not give Arvind that much room and space. And always look at this, just made those 3 changes. Ginola had free space, and 9.5 out of 10 times Ginola scores from angles like that. And there you see the final result coming out. Jamshedpur FC were off to such a flying start, given by DK a golden chance, and then came the co-op where Saransh and Imad made sure they put their stake in, and then just to put the final nail in the coffin, it was Imad beating Arvind and Northeast United FC. They find themselves in that 3rd spot, or rather the 4th. But now I think it's time to take a look at the MVP. I'm pretty sure there's no guesses of who the hero for Northeast United FC will be. It is going to be Imad Rocks, the chocolate boy of the eISL. Always has a smile on his face, never gets tense, no matter what the circumstances are, no matter how bad the odds are, because it was a pressure matchup for him. He knew he had to deliver, and he did something like Varsi did last time. You know, when Genocide could not win his match, he became the hero for Hyderabad FC and managed to secure the W. And this time for Northeast United FC, clearly showed Imad that you know, it's not just Saranch, it's also him that the teams, or rather the clubs, should be worried about. And what a victory for Northeast United, but have to feel bad for Jamshedpur FC and especially DK. I'm pretty sure,
Hmm.
I mean, he's winning his individual matches, but still not getting success as a club. They really need to work on that. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with our first matchup. We will be heading for a short little break because coming right after is a match that you cannot afford to miss.